Hello friends, fellow co-creators, and other curious beings. I'm so happy to be with you here today. I love making video. It's like as an artist and a singer and a musician and a writer and an orator, making video, it just draws on so much of my talent and my skill and my passion. And it's just so exciting. And I love people. I love people and I love to inspire. And this is something that I've been doing all my life. It's just something I do naturally. You can't pretend to like people, and you can't pretend to be turned on and excited and inspiring. These are natural gifts. And these gifts are a part of my mission in life, part of why I came to this planet. Now, something exciting about your mission is your mission doesn't have to be your work. And I think that's where people get really confused, because they think that they need to find that ultimate job to fulfill their mission. Like my mission is to create, explore, and express myself to inspire courage, self-acceptance, and joy in all those around me. Now, how did I come up with that? Well, I'm going to tell you. Many years ago, I was in an office supply store and I found this little book called The Path. And it's been with me for a while, because you can see it's very worn, and it's always travels with me a lot, everywhere. I don't read it all the time. I used this book once, and then it's just been sitting on my shelf. But I loan it out, and it's had a lot of adventures, this book, because it's just magical. So what you do in this book is, by the end of reading it, it's not a difficult read. It's an easy read. It's a joy to read, and it's meaningful, and you will go through a lot of things when you read this little book. But when you come out of the book, you will have the mission statement for your life, and you will have a vision statement for your life. So it's a very beautiful book on meditating really on your purpose. And it's really, I found it totally fascinating when you start to create your mission statement. She has a long list of adjectives, and you pick 3 out of that list. And so anyway, I would see like the word service, and I'd be like, oh, I should pick that. And then I'd be like, oh, I should do that. Oh, that's a good thing to do. I should. And I shoulded on myself a lot. I did a lot of shoulding. And then I was like, Eliza, pick words that excite you. And I was like, I love explore. I'm an adventurer. I love explore. And create. I love creating. And inspire. I was like, oh, I love to inspire. And suddenly I got hooked into finding words that I really loved. And it was really, at one point, I found my top 3 words just like that. Like, once I allowed myself to have my ideal mission. And what's really kind of also very, very interesting is, I came into this world doing my mission. I've always been I was a very spirited child. I was always spreading joy and delight all around me. There was I put people through a lot of things too, because I was very, very spirited and adventurous. And, my parents are like saints, for raising me, because I was quite a wild seed. But that's part of my mission, is to explore and express myself. Well, explorers and adventurers are often spirited people. So what's beautiful is you can do your mission all the time. So if you're stuck in a job where you're really unhappy, you're not making the money that you'd like, you're not working around people you enjoy, the work itself isn't fulfilling, that can really bring you down. And that is it's like you get in a hole, you get in a rut, and every day you wake up and you're just like, ugh, you don't want to face the day, But when you know your mission, and you get clear with your mission, and you align with your mission, then that's when the fire gets ignited. Because you're tuned in, you're tapped in, you're turned on to your mission, and then you can do your mission at your job. So suddenly you're not doing your job, you're fulfilling your mission. And if you can get your mind on that, your whole life is going to a change. I mean, you know, suddenly you're doing your mission and you're feeling more lively, and everyone around you is feeling it, and you will begin to attract more and more things that help you align more and more with your mission. Having your work and your mission come together is a beautiful thing. It just like, it takes your mission and like amps it up, you know, like 100 times. But getting your mission, once you line up with your mission, I mean, peace of mind. And not only peace of mind, but it's like, you know yourself. Like suddenly you're like, whoa, that's me. Like, I've always been me. You know, like when I found my mission statement, I was like, oh, like that's what I do. I inspire people. You know, I bring joy. You know, I explore and create and express myself. You know, and you know, sometimes the inspiration comes from really hard things I've been through. You know, it's not always like, oh, I'm just this joy bubble. That's not the case at all. I am very optimistic, and I do nurture appreciation and positivity. But, you know, I've had a lot of dark experiences, and, you know, and often I can be very inspiring coming from, you know, those experiences. So, you know, it's not like all, you know, Pollyanna-ish. Although I don't like to say, I know that's kind of cliche, oh, Pollyanna, because I actually really like Pollyanna. I thought that was a beautiful story. So anyway, so finding your mission statement. So give it a whirl. This is The Path by Laura Beth Jones. I'm sure you can order it on Amazon or something like that. And tune into your mission. Find out what your mission is, and what is your vision of how you want to see your life. How do you want to live your life? How, you know, what's the story of you? How do you imagine it? So beautiful, you know, so beautiful when you can, you know, when you find that. So take care, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I put up a new video every Wednesday. So and it really helps me when you subscribe to my channel. So okay. Take care and follow your joy.